How dinosaurs lived. Dinosaurs laid eggs, as modern reptiles do. We know that they did this because of fossil nests containing eggs found in North America. Some of these nests were found close together. Perhaps mothers looked after their babies in groups for safety. Bones of Maiasaura adults, young and babies have been found in one place. This could mean that family groups lived together. Fossils of dinosaur eggs are very hard to find. This model shows what a dinosaur baby might have looked like inside. Let's get to know the dinosaur lifestyle. Some dinosaurs grew up and lived in large groups called herds. The dinosaurs in the herd protected one another. No one is exactly sure how long dinosaurs lived. Scientists think that some reached an amazing age of 200 years old, but many died from injury or disease before that. Skulls show that the male Parasaurolophus had a longer crest than the female. Male dinosaurs may have used their crest and horns for showing off to the females. Pachycephalosaurus had a thick skull top. The males probably crashed heads in fights to win a female. Just as stags use antlers today. Corythosaurus had hollow pipes inside their head domes. Some people think they used these to make loud sounds that could warn other herd members of danger. A fierce Tyrannosaurus is attacking this herd of Triceratops. The babies and the weaker animals huddled together in the middle. The big males stand around the herd to protect them. They point their horns outwards ready to fight. Moving around as dinosaurs. Dinosaurs may have swum across a river, but they spent their time eating, sleeping, and raising their young on dry land. Fossil footprints show how dinosaurs moved. From these we can tell whether a dinosaur was traveling alone or in a herd. We can also tell how fast they traveled. These footprints are found worldwide. Iguanodon usually walked on all fours, but rose on its back leg to move faster. Megalosaurus left huge, three-toed footprints. They show that it always went around on its back legs. By looking at the length of its legs and footprints, we know that Struthiomimus ran as fast as a racehorse. The faster an animal runs, the bigger the space between its footprints or tracks. Many plant-eating dinosaurs traveled long distances in herds of up to 100 animals, looking for grazing lands. Some tracks seems to show that the young animals walked in the middle of the herd, safe from attack. These Apatosaurus prints were all made at same time. This proves that some dinosaurs moved in herds. What dinosaurs did for their food? Some dinosaurs were herbivorous. That means they ate only plants. Others were carnivorous. They ate meat. The many known kind of plant eaters fed on leaves, cones and roots. Often the meat eaters with their large, strong jaws and sharp teeth would attack and eat these peaceful animals. Edmontosaurus was a plant-eating dinosaur. It had hundreds of teeth in a huge jaw which helped it eat tough leaves and roots. Edmontosaurus' skull had a bony beak at the front, for nipping bits off a plant. Its teeth were worn down by all the chewing, so new teeth were always growing. Some plant eaters swallowed stones, just as birds swallow grit, to help grind up and digest the food in their stomachs. Meat eaters' teeth were different from plant eaters. The edges were like tiny saws, so they could tear flesh. Silophysis, the cannibal. Scientists found a baby Silophysis inside an adult of the same kind. So some dinosaurs were cannibals, which means they ate each other. Tyrannosaurus was the biggest meat eaters. Small meat eaters fed on other kinds of small animals, but fierce Tyrannosaurus fed on other dinosaurs. Let's understand how dinosaurs hunted and defended themselves. Some plant eaters could move very fast. They could often outrun their enemies. Other dinosaurs moved more slowly and had body weapons. Tough armored plates, sharp spikes and horns helped to protect them from their enemies. Meat eaters were always looking for a tasty meal, so plant eaters had to be able to escape quickly or fight. Triceratops had 3 horns for fighting off a meat eater. Also a large bony shield protected its neck. Some attackers were put off by such strong protection. Ankylosaurus had bony armor over its back and head, and a hard club at the end of its tail. So it was able to defend itself. Deinonychus had long fingers to grip onto flesh and terrible slashing claw on its back feet which could rip and tear. Deinonychus was only the size of a human adult, so it had to hunt in packs to catch larger dinosaurs. The pack would corner the animal, bring it to the ground and kill it. Even the giant Diplodocus needed to defend itself. Diplodocus could lash its long tail like a whip to keep the meat-eaters away. Iguanodon had 2 sharp thumb spikes. A nasty stab from one of those would often be enough to scare off enemies. Do you know how noisy dinosaurs were? Dinosaurs made all kind of noises. One particular group, the duck-billed dinosaurs, were very noisy. They honked and hooted through their noses. Perhaps this was to attract a mate or warn an enemy. Parasaurolophus was a duck-billed dinosaur. It had hollow breathing tubes inside its amazing crest. So when it breathed out hard, Parasaurolophus tooted like a trumpet or a trombone. Edmontosaurus, another duckbill, had some streaky skin on top of its broad nose. This could fill with air and vibrate to make sounds. A modern frog croaks with a stretchy pouch in its throat. But Edmontosaurus was much bigger and much louder than any frog. What do you think? Were dinosaurs clever or stupid? It was thought that dinosaurs were stupid because their skulls had such a small space for their brain. Experts wonder how such large animals survived for so long. Perhaps they were cleverer than we think. Stenonychosaurus was a fast little meat-eater. It had big eyes and a good sense of smell for finding small animals to eat. Hunters, such as Stenonychosaurus, needed a big brain than plant eaters. Stegosaurus was as heavy as an elephant. But it had a brain little bigger than the size of a walnut. Perhaps Stegosaurus did not need a big brain. After all, it was big, which made it safe from most attackers. So it could spend most of the day grazing slowly. Are dinosaurs warm-blooded or cold-blooded? Today, reptiles are cold-blooded. Dinosaurs were reptiles, so were they cold-blooded? Scientists are not sure. Cold-blooded animals cannot heat their bodies. If the air is warm, they are warm and active. If the air is cool, they are cold and sluggish. Warm-blooded animals stay warm because their bodies do make heat. Modern lizards lay in the sun to warm their bodies. If they get too hot, they cool off in the shade. Perhaps Stegosaurus was cold-blooded and used the spiny plates on its back to soak up the sun's heat in the early morning. Small, active dinosaurs, such as Deinonychus, were probably warm-blooded, so had no need to heat their bodies before they could search for breakfast. When the sun came up, Tyrannosaurus probably grunted and stretched as its body felt the warmth. This huge animal must have used its tiny arms to help it balance as it tried to pull itself upwards. First, it straightened its back leg. Then it pushed its head back and swung itself upright. Large dinosaurs such as Diplodocus were so massive that they only lost heat very slowly and could easily stay warm all the time. When the sun went down, dinosaurs probably slept. It was then safe for warm-blooded mammals to come out of their burrows to hunt for insects and fruits. To be continued. We have another fun-filled part waiting for you. If you like this video and would like to know more fun-filled facts, do like and subscribe to our channel.